Today I am going to summarize another powerful book, this time by Robert Maurer, a psychologist and expert in behavior change and continuous improvement. The title of the book is The Kaizen Way, and its core idea is surprisingly simple yet incredibly effective. Big changes don't come from big actions, they come from very small, consistent steps. Most people try to change their lives through motivation, discipline, or sudden transformation. But the truth is, our brain often resists big change. It sees it as a threat. The Kaizen method offers a different approach, one that works with your brain, not against it. In this video, I have prepared 5 key lessons from the book that can help you build better habits, reduce fear, and achieve long-term success without burnout or overwhelm. These lessons are practical, grounded in neuroscience, and easy to apply in everyday life. Let's get into it. Lesson number 1. Small steps beat big goals. Most people think that to achieve something meaningful, you need to take massive action. You set big goals, push yourself hard, and try to change everything at once. But this often leads to frustration, procrastination, or giving up completely. The Kaizen method flips this idea. Instead of asking, "What big step can I take?" it asks, "What is the smallest possible step I can take right now?" This might sound too simple, but that's exactly why it works. Your brain has a built-in fear response, the amygdala. When you try to make a big change, it activates and creates resistance. You feel stress, anxiety, and doubt. But when the step is small enough, your brain doesn't see it as a threat. For example, instead of deciding to exercise for 1 hour every day, start with 1 minute. Not 10 minutes. Not 5. Just 1. It sounds almost ridiculous, but that's the point. It removes resistance. Tip number 1. Break your goals into the smallest possible actions. Tip number 2. Focus on consistency, not intensity. Tip number 3. Make your first step so easy that you cannot fail. Lesson number 2. Reduce fear to unlock progress. Fear is one of the biggest reasons people don't change. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of discomfort. And often, this fear operates in the background without you even noticing it. When you try to make a big change, fear becomes louder. Your brain starts creating excuses. "I'll start tomorrow, I'm not ready, this is too hard." The Kaizen method works by bypassing fear. When the action is tiny, fear doesn't activate. There is nothing to resist. For example, if you want to start reading, don't aim for 50 pages. Start with 1 page. If you want to write, start with 1 sentence. Over time, these small actions build momentum. And once momentum builds, fear naturally decreases. Another important idea is that action creates confidence, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel ready, you act, and readiness follows. Lesson number 3. Ask small questions. One of the most unique ideas in the book is the use of small questions. Instead of asking yourself overwhelming questions like, "How can I completely change my life?" or "How can I become successful?" ask small, non-threatening questions like, "What is one tiny thing I can do today?" or "How can I improve this by just 1%? Big questions often trigger stress. Small questions trigger curiosity. Curiosity is powerful because it engages your brain in a calm and creative way. It opens the door to solutions instead of shutting it down with pressure. You can use this technique daily. For example, what is one small way I can be more focused today? What is one small habit I can improve? Over time, these questions reshape how you think. They train your brain to look for progress instead of perfection. Lesson number 4. Build habits through repetition, not motivation. Many people rely on motivation to change. They wait to feel inspired, energized, or ready. But motivation is unpredictable. It comes and goes. The Kaizen method doesn't depend on motivation. It depends on small, repeatable actions. When something is small enough, you don't need motivation to do it. You just do it. And when you repeat an action consistently, it becomes a habit. For example, if you do 1 push-up every day, it may not seem like much. But it builds identity. You start seeing yourself as someone who exercises. That identity is more powerful than any short burst of motivation. Another key idea is to celebrate small wins. Every small step matters. Every tiny action is progress. When you recognize that, you reinforce the behavior. This creates a positive feedback loop. Lesson number 5. Small changes lead to big transformation. At first, small steps may feel insignificant. You might think, this is too easy, or this won't make a difference. But the power of Kaizen is in accumulation. Small actions, repeated over time, create massive results. Think of it like compound interest. A 1% improvement every day leads to exponential growth. Also, small changes are sustainable. You don't burn out. You don't quit. You keep going. And that's what separates success from failure. Not intensity, but consistency. Another important point is that small steps build trust with yourself. Every time you follow through on a small promise, you strengthen your self-confidence. You prove to yourself that you can change. And that belief changes everything. To summarize, the main message of this book is clear and powerful. You don't need to change your life overnight. You don't need extreme discipline or motivation. You just need to start small. Take one tiny step. Ask one small question. Make one small improvement. And then repeat. Look at your daily life and ask yourself, where am I trying to do too much? Where can I make this easier? What is the smallest step I can take right now? Because real change doesn't come from big, dramatic actions. It comes from small, consistent progress over time. And that is something anyone can do. Thanks for watching.